this as well so that I can. So this is going to be YouTube. So hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. There's no one on my stream, so join along if you want to be the part of this whenever I'm doing this on my own, and so you won't be missing anything soon. So we will be learning about request smuggling. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to solve this lab. Now I'm not saying that I will solve all of this lab on my own because I clearly have no idea what request smuggling is that well. So I'll be learning about it. I'll be reading about this. I We are going to use Burp Suite for this. I do have a professional version. Don't tell anyone. Uh, this is actually a cracked version that I'm using currently. So please, if Burp Suite or Boat Swinger company, if you are listening to this, please sponsor me if you want to. I will gladly show the features that you guys give, but currently I don't have enough money, so I am living on crack versions. But if I make money, I will for sure invest on a Burpsuit professional license. Now, moving on. So what we are doing right now is updating the Burpsuit. I don't know how many times I'm gonna repeat that. Let's first let the Burpsuit get open. So we'll be doing on this community solution. There are different. This lab involves a front end and back end server, and the front end server does not support chunked encoding. The front end server received requests that aren't using get or post method. To solve the lab, smuggle a request to the backend server so that the next request processed by the backend server appears to use the method gpost. Okay, cool. I think I have a bit of an idea how to solve this. I'm going to start this. I'm going to Firefox Developer Edition. I believe this would be the one in which I would be testing things at. Okay, so Bubster is already on. I will open this here in this way so that we can see whatever is going on. Update on the next restart. I don't think even the update works. Uh, but basically it means that uh, so oh my fucking lord. Control R, send. It is first of all I want like this, so I have more space to see whatever is going on. So first is the get. I There should be some. Okay, so the origin is here, cookies here, blah 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. This is going in HTTP 2. अरे यार, I want this to be going to HTTP 1. Lab is not accessible over HTTP. Okay, so I might be able to get this in HTTP 2. I don't. That might be the case. Let's see. Not found. What the fuck? I believe someone else is also trying on this, and someone else have tried that. Okay, cool. Let's try another request. Okay, so I have a post ID, and I have this. These are the two which I'm going to send in group. Add group to a new group, and 3 create. Send group in parallel, send group in sequence. Single connection. I think that should be the case. Then I need to send which one was not working again? I forgot. There was something which was not working, right? So I want the next request to be on gpost. Backend server appears to use the method gpost, and this would work. So gpost will be here, get will be here. The one which was not working was the front end server doesn't support chunked encoding. So chunked encoding, right? I fucking hell, where was I? Chunked. Okay, transfer encoding chunked. So this is what I want. Transfer encoding backslash n chunked, then 1z0, and if I send this, get request cannot contain a body. Post method not allowed. Only get and post methods are allowed. Okay, not that good. Not that good. Method not allowed. Okay, let's see. Method not allowed. So I need a post method. Okay, so I need a post method. This should be post. Please match the request dot com. Please match the request format. No, please match the request format. What am I supposed to do? www.com. Uh, please match the request format. What? HTTPS. Okay, finally I got a post request. R. I need to, instead of this, I need to send this chunked. Arey yaar, I close that. Transfer encoding. I'm just trying things. Whatever makes sense to me. I think because I'm sending this in a single connection, HTTP found, and only get and post method are required. I'll do content. There should be, if this is a post, so there should be content length, right? I'll change this, update content length, enable SEO connection reuse. What if I change this to HTTP1? Would this still work? Same. Would this work? Oh, this is working. This is working on an. This is interesting. Okay. So if this is going there, I should also make this something. And okay, I need to take this outside a bit. to see if I can make this over HTTP. Okay, I can make this request over HTTP. Okay, so I have made this. I want the total length of this. I don't know. I'll just say B. Oh, wait a second. I can just do one and nothing. Down. The lab is not accessible over HTTP. No, but it was allowed. Yeah, is this bullshit? Let's. Oh shit! I thought it was working. It's not working on that. Okay, this is not working. Okay, I think I need a bit help. What's the solution? Zero and G. Okay. Use the repeater post host something and G. Issue the following request twice. Don't. What? Seriously? So it's just. Uh, I want to just send this. If is it working? Okay, whatever. I'm surprised, but whatever. Six transfer encoded chunked 0 G. Thank you for your comment. Not this. Wait, what? What is this? First of all, okay, I'm able to see this. This is good. So this is the original request, right? So this is the original request. I can just click on home and I can go here. I can just simply copy this, paste it somewhere here, write 0, write a capital G, and send it. Get request cannot contain body, post. Okay, now let's make this over HTTP 1. What the fuck? Uh, Not working, bro. Okay, now I think I'm a bit more confused. Okay, let's see. I let's see Your lab ID. Uh, Smuggling. No, I'm still getting a lab is not. Why? Uh, Issue the following request twice. So this is a request. Keep alive content. Okay, whatever the fuck this is. Unrecognized method. G post. Community solution. Oh, there are also community solution. Let's see community solution. That would be more helpful. Okay, so what this is basically saying is I don't need to change HTTPS, but I can send HTTP1 request to where was that? Change the request in browser, change the request to post. I'm getting 200. I'll send again. Unrecognized method. Okay, it works. It works. Got it. Got it. Okay, so what I was doing wrong was I don't need to change the this one use of HTTPS. It can go for 1.1 to HTTPS. So that is something which I was doing wrong because every time when I was testing for this most of the time, I was changing this to port 80 and update content length should be. Would this also work? By the way, if I just do this and if I do upgrade update content length, then I send. No, this won't work the same way, right? So domain follow redirection, process cookie and redirection, and allow a shipping overland. Nope. How do I? Okay, by the way, I need to see how did he solve. I solved this on that way, but I actually want to see how did he solve it completely. What the? Did I close it? No. Hmm. Chunked 0 3. Let me see. Three because it's also waiting for the second request to come. Yes,
After a few more seconds, you'll see server error communication timed out. And this is because the front end, which is using content length, has dropped the X from the request before forwarding it on to the backend. So when our backend
Okay,
receives this
because
request,
3.
it will be looking for the next chunk size where the X used to be. But because the next chunk size is missing, the backend will keep the connection open for a while, waiting for that chunk size. That this payload to do that, server to process the entire attack request based on the content length, and you want the backend server to process only part of the attack request by form of the ASL same get slash request to request as we can to the same it might we did before. I'm going to change the request method to post, and I'm going to remove the same headers that I did before for the attack request. So then in the body, I'm going to add a request body parameter foo for a value of bar, and then I'm just going to send this request to make sure that we get back a 200 OK, and that checks out.
Okay,
So now let's switch to our attack request by going to this tab right here. And I'm also going to rename this tab to attack request, where we
plus.
indicate to the backend server the two carriage return line feeds. And then we want to poison the backend with the prefix onto the content length 6 that we
Okay,
had.
he's doing the
See if
same
that's
one.
okay. Another trick you can use is you can just select the text in your request body here for our selected text. So that would be the length in bytes as well. So now this looks good. Let's send this request
Wait,
by
where is it
decimal
showing?
value of 6 here for our
Oh,
selected text. So that would be the length in bytes as well. So now this looks good. Let's send this request to our endpoint. And then we're going to go to the normal request and send it as well. And we get back unrecognized method gpost. And if we switch to the lab, we can see, congratulations, you've
this
solved
is
that.
cool.
I hope
Okay,
this
so we solved it in the similar way. That was interesting. Which I thought he was maybe would try something else, something like this, play with the content length. But no, he also play. But it was said in the starting that play with the chunked part. So yeah, that was we solved this lab, and yay! I don't know who the fuck is gonna watch this, but still, if you're here, thank you. Leave a like, subscribe, and come visit me on my stream whenever I'll do it, whenever I'm learning. So you don't think you are an idiot because we all are idiot together.